G'day all. A while ago I received a fairly generous donation of this 8th Gen i5 based HP ProDesk computer. Yeah, 80, i5 8500, 8 gigs DDR4. It's got a USB-C port, which is nice. It's got a few USB Type A's, headphone, power, optical drive, which looks basically brand new. But, has a 256 gig SSD in here, and I'd put an extra 500 gig SATA hard drive in here for storage. But running. Well, it originally shipped with Windows 10 Pro, and upon receiving it, I did a fresh install. But i5 8500, 8 gigs RAM. So yeah, this is something I'm using as an office computer at the moment, but for all the sort of programming I do. But either way, not that much else to say. But received it from a fellow member of a local computing group who just had spares floating around. Fairly nice machine. I do want to replace the SATA cable because it didn't originally ship with a hard drive, and I put one in there. And the SATA cable I had was a 90-degree one, and I thought that would work, but the hard drive is actually mounted upside down in the system, so the circuit board PCB is sort of lying upwards. So I was using a 90-degree cable, and then I realised it has to be upside down. So I've got the 90-degree end plugged into the motherboard, and the other end plugged into the hard drive, which does work, but it's just a bit dodgy inside. But also grabbed a Dell keyboard and some cheapo $4 USB mouse to go with it. But either way, it makes a pretty good setup, and I've got an HP Elite display to go with it, which has a nice line going down the display. But for commutes, I don't mind taking this around. I'm willing to live with the line. But from research, this has a TPM 2.0 chip and an 8th generation. Well, it has a TPM 2.0 chip. I think I checked in Device Manager, it's got one. But either way, for when the time comes, this machine is Windows 11 compatible, but probably won't upgrade anything to Windows 11 just yet. Sort of tried it out a few times, and I don't know, never really quite sort of warmed up to Windows 11 the same way as I did with things like XP or 7 or whatever. But even 10, I'm still kind of a little bit sort of I'm still only kind of lukewarm towards Windows 10, but I'd still prefer to stick to Windows 10 as opposed to upgrade from Windows 10. But it is very snappy on this computer. It's nice and fast. But definitely faster than the 4th generation i7 I'd daily drive at home. But not daily drive, but either way, this computer's half height, so I can't really easily stick a graphics card in there, and it's very small. It's a very small box. I can actually hold the whole thing with one hand. So it's how small it is. But either way, no Wi-Fi or Bluetooth integrated into it, but it's no concern. Office, has Ethernet, so yeah. I probably will at some point get a Wi-Fi adapter for it's like a little kind of like USB sort of dongle sort of thing, but yeah, for now it works as it is. And yeah, it's very nice that it's got USB Type C, so it's sort of fairly versatile machine. But nothing too special, but it will work for an office. So yeah, it's even got 4 RAM slots, so I could, if I really felt like it, chuck 32 gigs of RAM in this, and could even upgrade the i5 8500 to a i7 8700 if I felt like it. But for what I do on here, it's adequate. The specs are all adequate, and all that. It's not dissimilar to my laptop, which is an i5 8300H with 16 gigs DDR4. So yeah, it's probably about it for this video. Yes, I'm still around. I don't know, other things have kind of gotten in the way, and I just haven't had a huge amount of time to dedicate towards YouTube. But yeah, that's kind of the way it goes. It's just, life takes over. But I do eventually want to get back into it, but yeah, it's not that much incentive or motivation to do it at the moment. But either way, it's probably about it for this video, and yeah, yeah, thanks for watching.